childhood part of the main character. And now I think we're gonna continue to the angsty story of her part, or maybe maybe her teenager years. Anyway, let's start. Wait, okay. Yep, that's completed. Next, frozen time. Wait, hold on. Chapter 1. Okay, I thought that was chapter 1. Okay, frozen time. Chapter 2, what I dreamed of. This one was once upon a time. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's probably her bedroom. I had hoped to find the attic key in the living room, but it didn't turn up. I decided to search my room next. It looked exactly as it did on the day I left home. Only the thick layer of dust on everything indicated any passage of time. My focus was drawn to my desk, where Dad's pocket watch lay. There used to be a time when its cog still turned and its soft ticking could still be heard. When Mom gave Dad this pocket watch, Dad was delighted with the engraved design. A lily, just like Mom's name. Wherever Dad went, so too did the pocket watch. Shortly after I started high school, the pocket watch fell silent for good. Okay, let's clean it. Okay, we need some context onto that. Okay, ASMR. Oh, wait, hold on. Dad, how are you doing? Are you still cracking jokes over there? Is he dead? Oh god. I don't think I'm doing that well. Oh, Adora. Okay. Okay. Let's clean this. Adora, how many times have I told you to not call the office directly? Oh, okay, so that's teenager her. Okay. I just. You're usually back by now, and I couldn't get in touch with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I got caught up in work and completely lost track of time. I'll make sure to check my phone more often from now on. But please, text instead of call. Why is like the first half of her face all darkened out? Alright. Oh yeah, Mom. I was cleaning my room earlier and I found a cassette player Dad gave me. I'm sorry, Adora. But I still have a lot of work to do. Don't wait for me, okay? And make sure you don't go to bed too late. So something happened to the dad. Mom, wait, something happened to the dad. And the dad is like the life of the family. Not gonna lie. A broken pocket watch. Its time remains eternally frozen, just like my family's. So without him there, it feels like they can feel his absence. I mean, of course, that's their. I mean, he's her dad, and he's also her husband, like her mom's husband. So, you know, I desperately needed Mom, but she threw herself into work as if she wanted to forget Dad, and maybe all of us. Days passed, and we barely spoke to or even saw each other. I kept telling myself that I had to try to understand her, that she was raising me all by herself now. But my grief and sorrow grew nearly unbearable as they rendered my nights sleepless. Things would have been much easier if I had just blamed her. What did she do? Yet, whenever I saw Mom so exhausted and fatigued, sadness came before anger. I hated her for leaving me alone, but at the same time, it pained me to see her eroding away. I mean, both of them are grieving. As much as I longed for her comfort, I wanted to comfort her too. Man, what happened to her dad? Okay. What I found in the darkness. That seemed like a lunchbox? When I couldn't stand the silence in the house, I would listen to Dad's tapes. Listening to those songs made it feel like he was right there beside me. One day, I heard a composer tell a story on a radio show. When I was a kid, my father used to hum songs he had wrote himself, so I became interested in music. I hardly saw him after my parents divorced, but whenever I sang his songs, I felt like I was back in those happy childhood days. That's how I started composing. For me, it's a way of bringing comfort not only to me, but to others in similar circumstances. I could see myself in his story, and his song resonated with me. Naturally, I admired him. Finally, I understood what Dad had meant. I wanted to tell him that I found something I couldn't live without doing. I found a part-time job and started saving money for composing tools. So she wanted to become a musician just like her dad. Or maybe pursue um pursue music because his dad loved music as well. Also, I just realized these are droplets. So basically it's raining outside. That's a cool detail. When Mom asked about it, I thought she was finally taking some interest in my life. Oh, Adora. you're late again. You must be exhausted. Okay, now her face isn't blurred out. That's her mom. Yes, a little. How was your day? Adora, what are all those things? Oh, these? A MIDI controller, a microphone. They're tools for composing. By composing, do you mean composing music? Uh huh. I started making songs little by little, and I got a part time job to buy these tools myself. Wait, Adora, a part time job? You started working just for hobby? Adora, you need to be studying hard for your future right now. Don't waste your time on things like that. And quit your part time job too. Just be happy that she has the initiative to look for a part time job, bruh. Like, what really happened? What's happening? Okay, why is the audio sounding like that? Hold on. Okay. A red MIDI controller. Oh wait. Oh wait. I wanted to tell her that it wasn't just a hobby, that I was serious. But before I could say anything, Mom said she was tired and headed towards her room. My words were met with the sound of her door closing shut. I was left alone in an all too familiar silence. I was angry at Mom for not listening to my words, but I kept trying to understand her. I thought she might change her mind if I showed her how serious I was. Much like how music had comforted me, I wanted Mom to feel comforted too, and if possible, with a song of my own creation. A red MIDI controller, the first piece of music equipment I ever bought with my own money. I mean, not gonna lie, I don't really know what happened to the dad, so I'm not, really sure if I should see the mom as a villain here because they're both grieving. They're both grieving for what they have lost. So I'm gonna let this story play out for now. I can't really judge the mom on what is happening right now in the story. I want to know like what happened to the dad, what really happened to them, before I can make my own conclusions. Anyway, a melody of comfort. That looks cute. The flowers. I like the flowers. After that day, I spent every spare moment composing. Not only was it my first song, but it was a song for Mom. When I felt that I had poured enough of my heart into it, I recorded my song onto a cassette tape. I fervently hoped that it would bring her some comfort. Even if I couldn't fully convince her, if I could at least help her feel a little bit better. When Mom came back home, exhausted as usual, I nervously handed her the tape. Okay. I thought if Mom listened to it, she would understand how serious I was. Guys, I'ma be for real. I liked it more with the flowers. I liked it more with the flowers. But I know well that it won't work with the flowers inside it, so. But it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. You composed this yourself? Yeah, the melody came to me first, so I started with that. I'm still working on the lyrics. Oh, and there's another one. I'm preparing for a competition. The thing is, hold up, Adora. Didn't I tell you last time? You need to focus on your studies. Mom, I know it might seem like only a hobby right now, but please, can you at least try listening? Adora, do you even hear what you're saying? How can you waste your time on this instead of studying for your future? I'm tired, so let's talk another time. Another time? What's that gonna be? When you quit your job? As if that'll happen. Adora, I'm saying this for your sake. I'm serious about becoming a composer. I want to make it so you don't have to worry about money anymore. And people said I'm pretty talented, so Adora said no. Don't even think about it. Right now, you may feel like you're special. Talented? There is no word more meaningless. Don't get carried away because of a mere compliment. Praise proves absolutely nothing. Damn. I know you're grieving or something, but don't take it out on your child. That's fucked up. Sorry for the curse, guys, bro. But like that's not a healthy way of dealing with grief. Dad's cassette player. Despite how old it is, it can still play tapes. Jesus Christ. Why was she so angry? Was she tired more Was she more tired than usual? Even now, I still don't know why Mom reacted so explosively. I never expected her to yell at me like that. Her fury left me speechless. While I was stunned, she tore the tape from my hands and threw it into the trash. Without so much as a backwards glance, she said, "Stop wasting your time on worthless things like this." What she threw away wasn't only a cassette tape. Therein was the piece of my heart that held my drive to comfort Mom, despite the loneliness after Dad's passing. Oh yeah, he did. Rest in peace. Even if even if hating her was the easier path, I didn't give up trying to understand her. But at that moment, when my heart was equated to trash, I felt something disappear from inside me. After Mom's rage quelled and silence fell once again, I finally gave up trying to understand her. I mean, we have limits. We have limits of how we can understand a person. The right to hurt. The music box was the last present I ever received from Dad. Whenever I felt lonely, I would wind it up and talk to him as if he were right beside me. "Dad, if you were still here, you would have supported me, right? Mom doesn't understand what it's like to have a dream, to have something you can't live without. All she wants to do is to fit into a mold. That's probably the only kind of life she knows." I cried for a long time, pouring out my anguish. Listening to the music box play, it felt like Dad was sitting right next to me. After that day, I stopped waiting for Mom. I didn't even want her to talk to me anymore. I had nothing to say to her. Oh, Aladora. Wait, this is cute. Hello? This is cute. Look at the flowers. Okay. Adora, can we talk for a minute? I'm busy right now. I'm sorry for how I acted. I must have been tired, so I got emotional. But it was for your sake, Adora. I don't want you to suffer. Right now, things may seem fun and exciting, so you might think that the road ahead will be easy. Someday, you'll understand. For now, it would be better if you focus on your studies and kept composing as a hobby. Now I get why you're saying these things. You've never had anything you've truly wanted to do, have you? All you've ever done is live by other people's standards. That's why you don't understand how serious I am, and what it's like to have something you can't live without. If Dad were here, he would have understood me. At least he wouldn't have thrown away my tape like that. He wasn't anything like you. Oh. A music box that plays after you wind it. The last gift Dad ever gave me. I deliberately chose the words that would hurt her the most. I thought I had the right to, since she was the one who hurt me first. Mom said nothing during my verbal onslaught. Her silence only fueled my rage. So my words became harsher, crueler, more vicious. Mom quietly took my wrath. After the room fell silent, she left without a single word. Left alone, I picked up the music box and said to myself, "It's okay. There was nothing compared to what you did to me." Don't know about that. I mean, I've had my fair share of arguments with my parents, and I would always feel guilty after that. A radiant dream. Okay, I think this seems to be the last object for chapter 2. Okay. So this is a camera. Are those mushrooms? The red ones? It was a peaceful weekend afternoon. I had started to doze off after putting stickers all over my dad's camera. In my half-awake state, I could faintly make out Mom and Dad's voices as they quietly talked. I wanted to keep listening to their conversation, but before long, I fell asleep. Dad used to take pictures of me and Mom whenever he could. It looks like it might work. It still might work if I charge it. I'll try turning it on after cleaning it. There we go, a radiant dream. Okay, they're younger here. Hadora, did you finish your homework? Shh, she fell asleep after playing with the camera again. She really does love it. She's interested in so many things, like music and writing. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? I only hope that she doesn't become like me. You still have regrets about back then? You know, I thought you were so beautifully radiant. It's all in the past now. I was naive and foolishly chasing what was only a dream. Now I'm awake and live. Live? Now I'm awake and live in reality. Let's not talk about this anymore, alright? Alright. So she's probably projecting onto her own daughter. A now discontinued digital camera. It is decorated with stickers that I had stuck on as a child. I guess that's the problem with her. And she probably means it in a good way, but she's doing it in the most toxic way possible. The camera contained a recording that I had never even seen before. Had I pressed the record button while I was asleep? The slanted video captured a long conversation between mom and dad. I found it difficult to understand. The mom I knew had always seemed so ordinary. Suddenly, I realized that perhaps the word I had so aggressively thrown at her that day meant more than I had thought. The moment kept playing over and over in my mind. How silently she stood before my anger. How silently she had left the room, followed only by the sound of the door closing. Not gonna lie, I would also feel guilty. I think what they lack the most is communication. They should communicate with each other. And that's no. At least in that way, they would know what is bothering them, and what the mom wanted for her daughter, and the daughter would know like what her mom is thinking, of course. 'Cause basing from the story, it doesn't seem like the mother is confiding in her. So no, communication is always the one thing that we need when it comes to family, friendships, relationships. Yeah. Okay, chapter 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the last chapter. Okay, so it's just one object for the last chapter. Okay. Yep, so the next episode will be the final one. Okay. Okay, that's all for this episode, and thank you so much for watching and accompanying me in experiencing this story. We'll be seeing each other again in the next episode. Astro out. Bye bye.